So we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with the best jump shots in NBA 2K25. Now, when it comes to the best jump shots in 2K25, we're going to be going over everything that you need to know and more when it comes to the settings, and when it comes to the jump shots for swings, which is 6'5" to 6'9", which would be in between bigs and guards. If y'all do want more videos like this, make sure to like the video. Y'all been going crazy on the animation videos, whether it be dunks, whether it be layups, whether it be shot creation animations with fades, dribble pull-ups, all that good stuff, or dribble moves with everything that you need and more on that. But yeah, today we're gonna be doing jump shots. Y'all do want more, like the video, comment down below to help the algorithm, subscribe if you're new. Further ado, man, no more talking. Let's just hop into it. Alright, so first things first, when it comes to jump shots, in my opinion, the most important thing is getting in your hot spots. On this build, I got all three of my hot spots. I shoot low-key the worst in the corner on this game because the timings and the different spots and stuff like that is weird. But so I got my stuff in the corners and I got my joint at the top of the key because that's where I shoot most of my shots. I don't really shoot as much from the wings because, like, if it's hashed down, that's the corner. So when I do a quick stop, it's most likely still counted as the corner. So I like to have my hot spots in the corners or at the top of the key, especially if I struggle shooting in the corner sometimes because it speeds it up more. But yeah, so hot spots, you want to have these joints. If you get hot spots, it's going to be better. If you get lethal zones, it's going to be even better. Now, apparently this year, you can actually get lethals from playing my career. It just, you have to shoot super high percentage. But if you cannot do that, you don't want to waste your time playing on Ricky, just playing all day on Ricky, trying to get those joints. What I would do is, what I did is, I played a game on Ricky, went to the lethal shooter, did my one thing against him. If you fail it, all you have to do is close the app and you can keep redoing it. But they did make it easier. Earlier in the year, he would make 9 consistently, and you wouldn't, if you missed once, if you tied, it didn't count. So what you want to do is make sure that you beat him. If you cannot get the 3 straight, just get your 2. Just get your 2. Leave there with something. You know what I'm saying? But hot zones make a significant difference on how well you shoot on this game. Alright, next is skill boost. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Skill boost, I'm not 100% sure on because me personally, I don't like putting boost on. I don't know if I can show you guys. Yes, I have boost, but I got boost because of the Halloween event. When you do the season rewards, you get a skill boost. I don't really try to put boost on unless it's like the Gatorade. I do try to put the Gatorade on sometimes, but I'm not gonna lie, boost is expensive. So I don't know if I can fully recommend it because I don't know if boost is gonna bail you out. But I know a lot of people on 2K like believe in boost, so I'm gonna say boost. I think the past couple years boost was worth it, but this year I'm not really sure, to be real. I don't really know if I really feel a difference, and sometimes I even feel better without it on. But I could just be a mental thing. But I'm gonna just say boost if you just want that little added advantage to shooting. And then last but not least, before we get into the jump shots, is the ratings. Ratings matter, badges matter. Depending on what ratings you get on your build is gonna change what badges you get. Obviously, set shot specialist, in my opinion, is the best shooting badge. If you haven't seen the shooting or the badge tier list, I will be posting a shooting badge, a finishing badge, all on my backup channel. So if you don't know the backup channel, the link to that will be in the description where I will be posting all that for you boys. So stay tuned for that. But right here, what we finna do now is get into the guard jump shots. We're gonna do the swings, we're gonna do the bigs, but we're gonna start it off with the guards. So the best guard jump shots in NBA 2K25. None of this is gonna be in order, but I will break it down based off which ones I favor more, based off how it works. So first one is Delano Benton, Brandon Popzimski, Oscar Robertson. Very quick, 25-75. So real quick, I don't want to waste no time on the releases. I will show you guys a different blending for another combination I do. I've shown you this before, but Luka, Oscar is a very good release. Darius Garland, Oscar is very good release. What's his name? Curry, Oscar, very good release. All those are stuff I would use. The one I mainly use though is Brandon Popzimski. So that's why you're gonna see majority of these jump shots with Brandon Popzimski, Oscar Robertson. Very quick, 25-75. Delano Benton, I use this on my 99 dunk build. It is very good for when you do the little pullback or moving step back. If you want to have the Luka on, the D Booker on, the Levine on, Delano Benton is really good and is also very fast. So if you want to do quick stops with it and you on like a guard, it is very underrated jump shot in this game. And you see the rating is very low, so I can use this on my lock. I can use this on my guard, and I can use this on my 99 dunk build that only has an 83 3 ball. But yeah, that's the first one. Next one, We got Steph Curry. Now, this is one that's very popular. I don't really use it that much. It is very, very fast. That's another reason why I don't use it, but it does have a very good green window. So I do think that Steph Curry is good. And again, Brandon Popovsky, Oscar, very quick. And this is the blending. I got to make sure to show y'all the blending every single time because that is very important for this. Now, next base is Malachi Flynn. A very underrated base in this game. This and another one is tied for what I do believe is the most underrated base because I don't see anybody talking about Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn is very good. That's all I'm going to say. I will be testing these every single base in the game, but I don't know if I'm going to do it for every release. I didn't do that the past couple years because that just seems very unrealistic and it would take forever. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, Malachi Flynn, very good, very quick. 25, 75. Y'all see the blending. Brandon Popovsky, Oscar Robinson. Next. Yeah, I did it right. Next, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving is a very, very good jump shot this year. It might have the biggest green window out of all the guard jump shots I'm going to show you guys. Push and release are both very good for Kyrie. The only thing and reason why I don't run it is because it's slow. Compared to the jump shots I do use, it is slow. But whether I'm on my D-Wade build, whether I'm on this build, I'm telling you, bro, it is very green bean. But, yeah. It is a little bit on the slow side, so I don't really like using it because I do get contested more so with it. Then we have D'Anthony Melton. This is the jump shot I actually do use on my lock. Now, you see I have it to this speed. I have it to slow down just so I can have a bigger green window, just so the timing stability doesn't get affected as much. But when I use it on my lock, I do have it max because I do feel like when I'm on my lock, I don't get contested nearly as frequently when I'm on my lock. So that's just what it is. But if you want to make sure that it doesn't change the timing, because it will change. This jump shot changes the timing the most out of all of them. I would put it this way. But yeah, you can't go wrong with it being like this. The Anthony Melton is very good. It is a slower base, but it is very, very, very green bean. And it's probably one of the best push bases in the game. Not gonna lie to you. Next, we got Patty Mills. Patty Mills, I hit starter 4. I got Patty Mills. I'm gonna be honest. It's going to take some getting used to for Patty Mills for me. So I'm not really on the end with Patty Mills like a lot of people right now. It's a very weird jump shot for my releases. So I probably got to find better releases for me. I tried the Curry Oscar. I tried the Brandon Popovsky Oscar. I tried the Luka Oscar. The best one for me was still Brandon Popovsky Oscar, but it's still very weird because it's like the base is faster than like the... You know how if you did like the rhythm shooting and you have to like hold it for the push or whatever, it's really like off-putting like in terms of timing it compared to the main jumps that I actually use. So it's just something I personally have to get used to, but this is very popular for a reason. One of the harder jump shots to contest, one of the bigger green window jump shots in the game. But with the visual cue thing and no more like muscle memory stuff, it just takes a little bit more getting used to in general for me to use this jump shot. But Patty Mills is a very popular jump shot for a reason. Landry Shamet is the other very, very underrated jump shot in this game, just like Malachi Flynn that I don't see a lot of people talk about. But Landry Shamet, Brandon Popovsky, Oscar Robinson, very, very, very good jump shot. If you have an 87 and below jumper or build, I'm telling you, this is the one. It's very, very good. Next, we have Cam Thomas. Now, Cam Thomas, I'm not going to lie, even with me getting these new bases, even with me getting these new jump shots, Cam Thomas is still the jump shot I personally use. Brandon Popovsky, Oscar Robinson, very quick. I use this on D-Wade. I use this on all these builds. I ain't gonna lie, with card dropping, I ain't been on 2K as much, but I get back on D-Wade with a 73 ball and I be green beaning with this Cam Thomas. So in my opinion, this is the best jump shot in the game for guards right now today, if I had to count it. Now, next, Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas is a very good green window jump shot. The only issue I have with it personally is it's slow. Compared to the rest of these, even compared to like D'Anthony Melton, it's slow. So yeah, and like it's kind of like Patty Mills where it's kind of off-putting on the visual cue. So yeah, I don't really like it because of that. I don't think it's too smooth. Then we have Jerry West, Brandon Popovsky, Oscar Robinson, very quick, 75-25. I must have skipped one of these. I'm actually confused because okay, Kevin Porter Jr. I guess I skipped this one. Kevin Porter Jr. out of the two, for the one that you got from hitting starter 5, I personally rather Kevin Porter Jr. I feel like the visual cue is easier to read. I feel like it's just more comfortable for me. I'm not going to say it has a bigger green window. I'm not going to say it gets contest less. I just personally rather it more than Patty Mills. Do I rather either one more than Cam Thomas? No. But I do rather this one more than Patty Mills. Then when it comes to some more of these, I already went over Jerry West. Jerry West is just a really good one if you just want to have a good one for visual cue. But this one, Allen Iverson, Brandon Podziemski, Oscar Robertson. Allen Iverson, if you want like a T-Mac type base for guard, very good one for you. I think I have one more. Yes, I do have one more. Josh Christopher, and this does show Luka Doncic, Oscar. For every other combination I said, like the Darius Garland, the Curry, you go 75-25. But for the Luka, 35-65. And if you haven't noticed the blending, I try to make sure that that tip is just a little bit past that line every single time. Or at that tip just be as close to that line as possible. That's what I try to do for push, personally. And when I time push, I time it as soon as like the ball is above your head. Like the hand is right above the head. That's kind of how I did set point. But as soon as you think he's finna go forward with it, as soon as you think he's finna go forward with it and push it, that's when I release it. That's what I do. All right, so next. Now, I'm not gonna lie. For the swings, I'm gonna be honest. I thought swings had T-Mac. They apparently don't have T-Mac. So I guess T-Mac gonna be like a, I don't know, because he's in my team. His jump shot is literally on my team, T-Mac. His jump shot is in the game. It's just not in the game for my career. So I'm guessing this is gonna drop eventually. They're gonna drop it as a season reward, which is trash, because it's not actually a starter 4 reward. Unless I'm tripping. I could be tripping, but I'm starter 4. I don't see it. The only two I got was Kevin Porter Jr. and Patty Mills. But let's hop into it. The best jump shots for swings. Now, we really only got 3. I know it was a lot on guards because it's a lot of options, but I don't think it's too much you need to be worried about when it comes to the locks or the swings, in my opinion. Let's hop into it. Ray Allen, Brandon Podziemski, Oscar Robertson. Brandon Podziemski, Oscar Robertson are just my 2 go-to releases. It just is what it is. Whether I'm a guard, whether I'm a swing. And I like to have that crossover on my releases, so I'm not really looking at something too much different. But the funny thing about it is I can also use my Luka Doncic, Oscar Robertson release on my swings, which is why you also see these alts. Because when you see the alts, that's what it is. 30-70. When you see the alts, 37. I also sometimes do 35-70 or 65 too, so that's just what it is. But yeah, that's just what it is. Now, I also do sometimes just go all the way with Oscar if you want to do that, because it is very nice like that too. But Ray Allen, I'm going to be honest, out of all the jump shots I've used in this game, is probably my favorite jump shot in the game. Even if you're talking about bigs, even if you're talking about guards. And I don't play on swings as much as I did last year. I play on guards way more. I feel like just guards are just better this year than swings. But that's the topic for another day. I do have locks that swings. I do have bigs that swing. So I still have probably more builds that are swings, but my guard, especially my D-Wade build, is just a guard. But yeah, Ray Allen, Brandon Podziemski, Oscar Robertson, very quick, 75-25. You need a 90 to use this. We're going to give you some other ones. But yeah, my ultimate, like I showed you guys, was Luka Doncic, Oscar Robertson, 75-25, or not 75-25, 30-70, and you're going to be right above push. Then when it comes to Ryan, that's Matt Ryan. If you know, you know. Matt Ryan, Luka Doncic, Oscar Robertson, 70-30. I do think Luka might be better for Matt Ryan, though. Because if you play with Matt Ryan, it's very good for shot visual cue. And that's really the only reason why it's even an option. Like, if I'm just having a rough day with Ray Allen, I'm putting on Matt Ryan. As simple as that. But I'm going to be honest, like I said, Ray Allen is my favorite jump shot in the game. This is really just more so just to show you guys something else besides just a Ray Allen. But yeah, Matt Ryan, Brandon Podziemski, and I do go 75-25 on this one. Then when it comes to my lock, now for the lock one, it is very interesting because I don't actually use the Luka one, but I do use the Brandon Podziemski, Oscar Robertson. Now, the thing about the lock one is, take a quick look at it. What does this look similar to? It's the exact same jump shot. It's the exact same jump shot as Ray Allen. The only thing is, for Ray Allen, you need a 90, mid-range or 93. For Ball Murrow, the lock one, you only need a 73. Now, you do have a F timing stability, but I'm telling y'all, this joint is green bean. Brandon Podziemski, Oscar Robertson. If you don't want to use that, even better in my opinion is Trey Brown Jr., Oscar Robertson, and I use this one on release, 75-25. And then for the last one, I got the Oscar Robinson where I just blended, or I didn't do it. I meant to do Oscar Robinson instead of Luka. It's supposed to be like this, where it's 100% Oscar. It's still like that on the push, still like that on the speed. You even could try to go down on the speed to try to get, you can't do that. But I wouldn't have done that either way because I do feel like off ball, you want to get your jump shot up as fast as possible because I'm going to be honest, you don't really want to get lightlies with this because it is an F timing stability. People will change the timing. So, yeah, that's just what it is. But ball marrow, in my opinion, is literally just a good Ray Allen substitute. You can use this in a lot of situations. In my opinion, I think it is the best low rating jump shot for these builds. Now, there are other jump shots you definitely can use for swings. Those are just the 3 I personally use. Jarrett Culver is another one. If you want to use something like T-Mac before T-Mac drops, Jarrett Culver is an option. Scottie Pippen is very good. Some other releases you actually can use is Kyle Korver, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant has an okay base. Kevin Durant has a really good base this year. MPJ has a really good base this year. But in my opinion, those are the 3 bases I personally use. Like, if you're going to use Kevin Durant or MPJ, you might as well use Ray Allen, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I will say, though, Scottie Pippen is really good. That's probably the one with a really good green window. If you know about me, I love using Taurean Prince every single year. I just don't like it this year. But I may start back trying to see what's to Taurean Prince after that shooting patch. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, that's just what it is. All right, now, jump shots. Best jump shots for bigs. I'll be honest. I did delete majority of my bigs because I'm not going to lie. Bigs this year are just too slow, in my opinion. Especially the big builds in terms of just the builds. But the jump shots, I'm not going to lie. 2K did a very good job with y'all jump shots this year. The past couple years, y'all jump shots would be too slow. They gave y'all very quick this year. Y'all got a really good basis this year. Y'all really was nerfed on the bases, nerfed on the releases. I think they did a good job by y'all this year. Let's hop into it. Best jump shots for bigs. In my opinion, let's not even waste no time. Let's go straight to it. Let's not even waste no time. Let's go straight to it. In my opinion, the best jump shots for bigs, I would personally have to say Kevin Durant has to be one of them. Kevin Durant is literally one of the best jump shots in the game, just in general. All right, I'm not gonna do all that scrolling in this video for y'all boys. So I'ma just, the best jump shot for bigs is MPJ. Now, the releases I do want to use on my bigs that I tell all my bigs to use, MPJ, Kevin Durant, very quick. Now, I'm gonna give you guys some cheaper ones because I know every big is not gonna be able to get MPJ. Another one that you can definitely use is Kevin Durant. Now, I said I wasn't going to do all that scrolling, but I have to scroll to show you guys Kevin Durant because that's just how the tester is. I did underestimate how wild the tester does get. But Kevin Durant, in my opinion, is another very good one. But the only thing is, you need an 89 3-ball. Let's give you guys another price point. So if you want to go even lower because you cannot get the Kevin Durant, you cannot get the KPJ, both of those are very good with this MPJ, Kevin Durant, 70 or not. 75, 60-40 because I do like going 60-40 because it is the taller build. I like to sometimes go a little bit more closer to that 50-50 when it does get taller. Like on guards, 75-25 is perfect. Sometimes I do switch up that 75-25 on my swings, but my swings is really 6'5", 6'6" this year. Unless I'm on a big, so it does kind of get a little different. But even on my bigs, it's probably 6'7" on a swing. But for the bigs, 6'10" and up, 60-40 just tends to be perfect with that MPJ Kevin Durant, blended more so to KD. Now, when it comes to some other ones, like I said, besides Kevin Durant, besides MPJ, where's bro at? Oh, Davis Bertans. Davis Bertans is actually a good base this year. Now, the thing is, to use this, you need an 86. So we gotta go even cheaper. Now, right here, this next one, I'm gonna be honest, it really does come down to how much you like it. Me personally, I'm not a fan of it. But a lot of people love this jump shot. Where's the eyes? You kind of probably already know where I'm going with this. I think I just forgot my ABCs to be real. Okay, Jonathan Isaac. I was finna get mad. But yeah, Jonathan Isaac. I don't even really like Jonathan Isaac, but he is popular for a reason, so I'm going to say it. Another good one is James Johnson. James Johnson is actually kind of solid. I will be honest, it's smoother than Jonathan Isaac, but it's very, very similar. But it does have a very, very low like time stability. But I would say if you're gonna use Jonathan Isaac, if you're gonna use James Johnson, why not just go for an even faster jump shot with a little bit similar timing stability? I would probably have to go with At that point, I prefer this jump shot more than those two for sure. And it would be, where's bro at? Eves Missy. I'm gonna just say it. Eves Missy. Eves Missy is literally the fastest jump shot in the game. It's probably the hardest jump shot in the game to contest because only bigs can get it. And yes, Eves Missy is green bean. I'm telling you right now, it's green bean. Now, some other jump shots that you possibly could use on your big. I'm not finna scroll to them because that's gonna take all day. The White Pal is another one. Bam Adebayo is another one. The best two in my opinion is Kevin Durant. The best one is MPJ. If you want another one that's gonna be a little bit under that, but you can probably get it because it's not as hard to get shooting on bigs, Davis Bertans, because I know a lot of people may only have that 87 and below. But yeah, if you can't get that, Jonathan Isaac, James Johnson, Eves Missy, Bam Adebayo. I think Bam is like an 80. Chris Bosh is very popular in this game. When I do these videos, people be in the comments like Chris Bosh. I personally don't like Chris Bosh at all. But let me not forget to say Chris Bosh because y'all love Chris Bosh. But a very underrated release that I didn't show is actually LaMarcus Aldridge. But me personally, I'm not using LaMarcus Aldridge on this game. But bam, yeah, 81 3 ball. Yeah, is what you would get. Some other releases you can use. Dirt and the Whiskey is very good. Not Kevin Durant. Well, yes, Kevin Durant, obviously. That's what I showed you guys. But Kevin Love, that's what I meant to say. Kevin Love and Tim Duncan. Those are some other good releases. And then, like I said, continue editing very quick. If you want to do the push, like I said, just try to get that tip right above the line. Pause, but no pause. And I did go 60-40 with the KPJ, or not the KPJ, the MPJ, Kevin Durant. But yeah, that's pretty much the jump shots. That's pretty much the base. That's pretty much the releases. That's pretty much the blending that I use on my bigs. Now, for probably the most important, I'm gonna be honest, this may be more important than the actual jump shots. It's definitely gonna be more important than the tips. This is the most important tips in the game. What timing profile do I use? I'm gonna be honest, man. I use high risk because it gives you a bigger green window. But when I play online and I play somebody hitting lightly contested whites before the patch, they buffed normal even more. I don't really see the reason to not go with normal. And if you're wondering, real player percentage does not work online. If you use it online, it doesn't work. It's only for offline. But you can use difficulty based online. It's gonna be pretty much blended to if you're playing Pro-Am, if you're playing stage, if you're playing any of this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure. I haven't seen somebody hit a white in the stage, but I played Pro-Am and people was hitting whites. So I'm gonna be honest. I could have swore bro said Pro-Am, Proving Ground, and stage was high risk. Auto. Like if you it's green or miss in there. But I've seen people hitting whites. But another thing is, I play with people that play on high risk, rhythm shoot, and they hit whites. So I don't know what's going on. To be real with you, if I'm you, especially if I'm casual, I'm going normal. I'm not gonna lie, if you have a really, really high rating, low risk, you could probably get away with too. But normal, in my opinion, is the best one right now. I use high risk because I do think, for me, it's just more fun getting greens. Whites is just kind of wild to see and play with. But if I'm gonna be honest, if I was a casual 2K player, I would say normal risk reward. Especially if you have a solid rating, normal risk reward. On this game right now, I would say normal risk reward. Because you can still get a lot of greens, but you also gonna make whites. That's a pretty big deal on this game, in my opinion. And the whites go in pretty frequently now. Especially if you get open very consistently. So I would say normal. Low, if you have a really low rating, you could really go difficulty based, but I would just say choose it because difficulty based apparently is just normal, high risk or low, and it just does it based off the difficulty. So if I'm you, I would just get used to it. But yeah, if you play Proving Ground, it's always on high risk. So if you only play Proving Ground, this doesn't really matter to you. But yeah, I just found that pretty interesting that Pro-Am you can hit whites. And I've never really spoke on that, but that's pretty odd. But yeah. Yeah. Shot time and profile. If you got your jump shot down, high risk. But I think even if you got your jump shot down, I would say even normal risk. You could really debate it right now. Normal risk is pretty good right now. So yeah. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I don't know why I cut off the video before I did the outro, but yeah, that's gonna be the jump shots. I went over ratings, badges, I went over hot zones, I went over boosts, I went over settings, and I went over jump shots for guards 6'4" and under, 6'5" to 6'9" for swings, and then the 6'10" and up for the bigs. If you guys do want more videos like this, y'all been going crazy on the animations, whether it be dunks, whether it be shot create animations, whether it be dribble animations, and now the jump shots. I will be doing a testing VC video soon. The only thing is I gotta just figure out how we're gonna do that, because I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot of fake stuff being posted, so it's kind of tough to do that. But yeah, y'all do want more of these, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Without further ado though, man, it's your boy Fitz. I'm out there, man.
I got digital dash camera with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull out the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
Hopping into it, go-to shots. Off the rip. Go-to shots. Somebody in my big man animation video, they put this in the comments. Go-to shots, the way I do it, I like the ones that go forward. Me personally, I'm still not fully like, I gotta be honest, I'm still not fully in on the go-to shots yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm in on the hop jumpers, but I'm really still trying to figure that one out fully too. Like, they patched Jordan Clarkson, but at the same time, it's still very good, which we will get into that on the hop jumpers. But go-to shots, the ones that I use on my guards, I use Steph Curry or Jalen Suggs. Swings, I use Jalen Suggs, Jimmy Butler. I feel like I'm trying to take bro advice and use stuff that go forward, because the most overpowered part of the go-to shots isn't really anything but the fact that you can't bump them. So the fact that you can't bump them and you can chain out of them to go to a speed boost. So if you want to rim run, boom. If you want to use the go-to shot to just get out of a bump to try to fade, boom. If you want to get out of a go-to shot, or you want to get out of a bump and get into a go-to shot to just go off and just 300, boom. You can do this to set up whatever you really want to do if somebody's really bumping you crazy. So that's what I like about it. But you also could just use it to shoot off of just the go-to shot. So that's the one thing I like about it. But like I said, it's new to the game. Haven't really put it too much into my game. But yeah, I've just been trying to take bro advice from the big man animation video. And then the last but not least, for the bigs, Pascal Siakam, I've been putting y'all on for that, but I would probably say Pascal or Kevin Durant are the best ones for the bigs in NBA 2K25. And all right, for the dribble pull-ups. Now, the dribble pull-ups, the fade is pretty much the most important, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not really that difficult to really break this one down. I think the best dribble pull-ups, whether you're a guard, a swing, you cannot get big. For bigs, you can't get Pro 2. It's pretty much gonna be Pro 2 or Normal 2, in my opinion. For guards, you got some other solid ones like Curry, obviously, Cam Thomas. But I'll be honest, I think Cam Thomas is cool, but I would probably rather Pro 2. I feel like the Pro 2 is gonna be one of my favorites, because when you're going left and right, it's gonna be similar fades. That's another thing why I do like Cam Thomas. But yeah, I think if we talking about just guards, you could argue Cam Thomas is better than Normal 2. I just think Normal 2, if you're right-handed, going right side, that's the best fade in the entire game, in my opinion. If you're left-handed, going left side with Normal 2, that's the best fade in the game. Now, the one when you're going the opposite side is still very good, and it's probably the hardest fade to contest in this game with the new patch. But it's such a different fade and such a different timing that it would throw it. Like, I'm just not used to the fact that it's two different fades. You go left or right. I'm a muscle memory person. Never really been shot visual cue, so I'm still trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of used to it now, but it's still kind of annoying to me, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what I say for the guards. For the swings, again, Normal 2, Pro 2. I'll be honest, you got, I think Kobe fake starter 4. I'm not starter 4, very close. Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant is one you can use for swings. But for swings, I'm gonna be honest, Normal 2 Pro 2 is pretty much all you really should be using. MJ is just kind of slow, in my opinion. Oh, Ben McLemore is another solid one for guards, by the way. So I want to make sure I don't skip out on that. But yeah, I would just say Normal 2 Pro 2 for the swings. Then for bigs, Normal 2. If you use anything else besides Normal 2, I think you kind of trolling. There's some other solid ones. When I was testing them out, I think Laurie, but they're so different going left and right. I just don't like them besides Normal 2. So yeah, that's what I would probably say for the dribble pull-ups, the fades. Simple.